Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Chill English Talks. I'm Edward, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Marie. We're so happy you've joined us today for some relaxed, slow English listening and learning.
Hello, friends. I'm Marie. Today, we're diving into a topic that's at the very heart of language learning, something every single one of us struggles with at some point. We're talking about how to memorize English words.
That's right. It's the great challenge, isn't it? You learn a new word, you write it down, you feel like you know it, and then 2 days later, when you need it most, it's just gone, vanished from your mind. We've all been there, staring blankly, trying to find that word on the tip of our tongue.
It can feel so frustrating. But what if we told you that memorizing vocabulary doesn't have to be a painful game of hit or miss? What if there are methods, gentle, effective, and even fun methods, that can help words stick in your long-term memory?
That's exactly what we want to share with you today. This isn't about cramming or stressful memorization. It's about understanding how your brain works and learning to work with it. We'll share the strategies we've used, the mistakes we've made, and we'll even do a little practice together.
Whether you're a beginner building your first 500 words or an intermediate learner trying to break through to the next level, this episode is for you. So get comfortable. Let's begin by asking a simple but important question. Why is memorizing words so tricky in the first place?
It's a great place to start, Marie. Our brains aren't designed to remember random, isolated facts for long. Think about it. Can you remember a random phone number from a week ago? Probably not. But you can remember the lyrics to a song you loved 10 years ago. The difference is connection and meaning.
Exactly. When we try to memorize a list of words like apple, run, beautiful, without any context, emotion, or story, our brain files it as low priority information. It's clutter. To make a word stick, we need to signal to our brain that this information is important and useful.
So, the secret isn't just repetition, it's meaningful repetition. It's creating hooks, links, and stories around a word, so your brain has a reason to keep it. Today, we'll explore how to create those hooks. Let's start with the first, most powerful principle, learning in context.
This changed everything for me, Edward. I used to have notebooks full of word lists. It felt productive, but none of those words became part of my active vocabulary. Then I switched. Instead of learning the word cozy by itself, I found it in a sentence. The cafe felt warm and cozy on a rainy afternoon.
That's perfect. Suddenly, cozy isn't just a translation. It's a feeling. It's a picture. You have a whole little scene in your mind. Your brain remembers stories and images far better than it remembers isolated data. So, our first practical tip is this: never learn a word alone. Always, always learn it within a phrase or sentence.
Let's practice this right now, together. I'll give you a word, and let's build a simple, vivid sentence around it. The word is glimpse. Not just glimpse means a quick look. Let's create a memory. Edward, can you give us a sentence?
Sure. As the train passed the forest, I caught a glimpse of a deer standing perfectly still between the trees. Can you see it? That quick, almost secret moment. That's a glimpse. By attaching the word to that specific image, you're building a strong memory hook.
Beautiful. Now, our listeners can pause and try this. Think of a word you recently learned. Now, invent a short, simple sentence that creates a clear picture or feeling. Say it out loud. That's your first step towards true memorization.
Now, let's move to our second big strategy, which is all about timing, spaced repetition. This sounds technical, but it's just a smart way of reviewing. Cramming 50 words in one night leads to almost 90% forgetting. But reviewing 10 words today, then tomorrow, then again in 3 days, then in a week, that's how you build long-term memory.
It's like building a muscle. You don't lift weights once for 6 hours and expect to be strong forever. You do short, regular workouts. Your brain is the same. Tools like flashcards, physical or apps like Anki or Quizlet, are fantastic for this because they automate the timing. They show you a word right before your brain is about to forget it.
The key is consistency, not quantity. Even 5 minutes a day with a flashcard app is infinitely more powerful than a 2-hour marathon once a month. This method fights the famous Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, which is just a fancy term for our natural tendency to forget new information quickly unless we review it.
Our fourth strategy is personal connection. This is the most powerful hook of all. Connect a new word to something personal in your life. Did you learn the word frustrated? Think of a time this week you felt frustrated. Say, I was frustrated when I couldn't find my keys. The word is now tied to a real memory and a real emotion.
This is gold, Marie. When you link vocabulary to your own experiences, opinions, or feelings, you're not just memorizing English, you're making English a part of you. The word becomes yours. So, when you learn an adjective like peaceful, don't just note the definition. Ask yourself, what feels peaceful to me? And answer in English.
Let's do another quick practice. The word is accomplished. Instead of the definition, I'll connect it personally. I felt accomplished after I finished cleaning my entire apartment. Listeners, your turn. Pause and connect accomplished to something real in your life. Say the sentence.
Wonderful. Now, our fourth strategy is using your senses and creativity. This is where memorization becomes fun. Your brain loves novelty and multisensory input. So don't just read and write a word, draw it, sing it, act it out.
Yes, for the word enormous, you could draw a tiny person next to a giant elephant. For the word whisper, you can actually practice whispering. For a word like stumble, you could pretend to trip over something. This physical or creative action creates a much richer memory trace.
Mnemonics are a classic part of this. They're silly little stories or connections you make to remember something. For example, to remember that stationery with an E is for writing letters, you can think you need an E in stationery to write an E in a letter. It's silly, but it works.
The funnier, weirder, or more vivid your mnemonic or drawing is, the better you'll remember it. Your brain prioritizes things that are unusual or emotional.
Now, let's talk about a common trap, the passive versus active vocabulary. You have two vocabularies. Your passive vocabulary, words you understand when you read or hear them, and your active vocabulary, words you can actually use when speaking or writing. Our goal is to move words from passive to active.
And the only way to do that is active use. You must speak and write with the new words. This feels scary. You might use them wrong, but that mistake itself is a powerful memory tool. So our fifth strategy is forced use. Challenge yourself to use a new word 3 times in conversation or writing in the same week.
You can do this safely by talking to yourself. Describe your day out loud using your new word, or write 2 sentences in a journal. The act of production, of creating a new sentence from your own mind, seals the word into your active memory far more than just recognizing it.
Let's build a mini routine from all this. Imagine your vocabulary practice for tomorrow. Choose 3 to 5 new words from a podcast, article, or your daily life. Find or create a context sentence for each one that creates a clear image.
Make a personal connection for each word. Link it to your life. Get creative. Draw one, act one out, or make a silly mnemonic for one. Add them to your spaced repetition system, flashcards. Before bed, try to use all 3 to 5 words in a short spoken summary of your day.
That routine covers all the bases: context, personal connection, creativity, spaced review, and active use. It might take 15-20 minutes total, but it's incredibly effective. Consistency with a routine like this is your true superpower.
Now, we know you might be thinking, but I still forget words sometimes. That's completely normal. Forgetting is part of the process. The goal isn't perfection, it's improvement. When you forget a word, don't get angry with yourself. Simply see it as a signal. This word needs another review. Go back to your sentence, your drawing, your personal link.
Let's do a final interactive practice together right now. We'll use 3 words: determined, glimpse, and accomplish. We've already worked with glimpse. Let's bring them all to life. Okay, here's my context sentence for determined. She was determined to finish the marathon even though her legs were aching.
And for accomplish, he felt a great sense of pride when he finally managed to accomplish his goal of learning to cook 5 new dishes.
Now, listeners, it's your turn. Pause the audio. We want you to try 2 things. First, make a personal connection. For determined, think of something you were determined to do recently. Say it. I was determined to... And second, try to use all 3 words in a short story or summary. It can be about anything: your day, a dream, a memory. The goal is to force that active use.
This active recall, right here, is the moment where memory is built. Whether you did it perfectly or stumbled, you strengthened the neural pathway for those words. That's a win.
To wrap up, remember this. Memorizing English words is not about having a good memory. It's about having a good system. A system that uses context, spaced repetition, personal meaning, creativity, and active practice.
Your vocabulary is a garden. You can't just throw seeds on the ground once and expect a forest. You plant a few seeds each day. You water them regularly, review. You give them good soil, context, and meaning. And slowly, steadily, your garden grows.
We believe in your ability to grow that garden. Every word you learn today is a gift to your future self, the self who will be able to express a thought, understand a joke, or connect with a new friend in English.
If this episode helped you, we'd be so grateful if you let us know. Please like this video. It helps our community grow. Subscribe to Chill English Talks for more slow, supportive lessons, and share this with one friend who's also on this vocabulary journey.
In the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us, what's one word you're going to memorize this week using one of these strategies? Or share your own best tip for remembering words. Your ideas inspire all of us.
Thank you for listening, for learning, and for not giving up. This is Edward.
And this is Marie.
You've been listening to Chill English Talks. Keep planting those seeds, one word at a time.
Be kind to your growing brain. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.